Retro Studios' latest game treads familiar territory as its predecessor. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is not a radical departure from the formula, but that doesn't mean there is not a lot of great gameplay to be had. Making the jump to HD, combined with the hefty 11GB download, it's clear Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is packed full of great content, but can an old donkey learn new tricks? Find out in P's review, right now. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is not a graphically intense game, but it definitely looks great. The jump to HD makes the world look vibrant and colorful. Add in some amazing fur shading on Donkey Kong and crew, and you've got a game that is much more pleasing to the eyes than previous installments. The levels are full of life, and the environment looks great. Check out this level where you hop into a tornado with enemies flying out of the background right into the foreground. The original composer for Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo, David Wise, is back for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and boy was that a good decision. No, that was a great decision. The music in this game is absolutely fantastic. I could spend all day blah blah blahing about how great the music is, but I think it's better for you guys just to listen. Listen up. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is a standard action 2D platformer with some seriously precise controls. And due to this version supporting the Wii U Pro Controller, purists will find the controls even more precise than Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii. Players can still use the Wiimote on its side, or use the Wiimote with the nunchuck, or even the Wii U gamepad if they please, but I found using the Wii U Pro Controller to be the best option for me. Jumping, rolling, and movement are spot on. When you miss a jump or a vine, you never feel the game cheated you. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze might have the best controls in a 2D platformer ever. The level design is just fantastic. There was a ton of variety from world to world. The fan favorite minecart levels return, as well as the barrel rocket levels from Donkey Kong Country Returns. Swimming levels are also back, but the inclusion of multiple characters like Dixie makes speeding through the underwater levels easy. And speaking of Dixie, one of the biggest additions to Tropical Freeze are the new characters. Cranky Kong, who can pogo his way across spikes. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo! And yes, it does work a lot like the original DuckTales game on the NES or DuckTales Remastered. Then next we have Dixie Kong, who is by far the best in my opinion. Her ponytail is just awesome. She can use to propel Donkey Kong into the air, it has plenty of reach, and is good in any level. Not only that, but Dixie might have the strongest ponytail in the history of the world. Look at her propel a full-grown Kong and Rhino into the air. And speaking of rhinos, Rambi's back, and he is awesome. But the bad news is he's the only animal buddy to make a return, so no ostrich. But he's still a blast to use. The enemies in the game, the Snowmads, are great. They offer a lot of variety and uniqueness to them, especially the bosses, which I won't discuss a lot due to spoilers. However, look at this shadow cloning chimp. Looks like Retro Studios is a fan of Naruto. DKC's gameplay is just superb. What other game lets you do this and then skip a gorilla across water? Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is the ultimate Donkey Kong game. Multiple playable characters, online leaderboards for time attack, blistering difficulty, beautiful graphics, fantastic controls, and hours of extra content once you've beaten the game makes this a must-own title for all Wii U owners and platforming fans. Oh, whoa, didn't see you there. Oh, I'm guessing you guys want to know the final score for the game. Okay, final score. Yes, my final score for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is 9 bananas out of 10. Make sure you like this video if you liked it. Also, if you're someone new, make sure you subscribe. We upload gameplay videos, trailers, tips, and tricks, all sorts of good stuff. Trust me, you're going to love it here on PE Reviews. Also, make sure you check out the description below. There you'll find all of the news you can find on Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and then some, plus gaming news from around the internet. All right, once again, this is Francis, and we will see you guys for the next review. Gonna have me some bananas.